Hey everyone, imagine rushing through a packed Tokyo train station, desperately needing the restroom, only to hit a massive line that feels endless, while the guys next door are done in a flash. Sound familiar? Well, in Japan, this everyday frustration is finally getting the attention it deserves. Today, we're talking about how the Japanese government is tackling women's restroom queues with new guidelines for gender equality in public toilets. It's not just about convenience, it's about fairness in our daily lives. Stick with me as we break it down, and if you're excited, smash that like button right now. The ongoing struggle with restroom queues in Japan. Let's start with the basics. Why are these lines so ridiculously long? Picture this. You're at Shinjuku Station during rush hour, bags in hand, and there's a snaking queue for the ladies' room. In Japan, women's restrooms usually have just stalls, meaning fewer spots overall compared to men's, which mix urinals and stalls for quicker turnover. Add in things like adjusting clothes, handling periods, or wrangling kids, and women end up taking longer, sometimes up to 3 times as long as men, according to studies. No wonder the waits are brutal. This has been a hot topic for years. Advocacy groups and everyday folks have called it out, saying it messes with productivity, health, and even makes people skip outings. Japan prides itself on efficiency, think bullet trains and on-time everything, but these queues? They're a glitch in the system. Culturally, it's about harmony, yet this highlights a sneaky gender gap in design. Globally, it's not just Japan. The US has potty parity laws in some states mandating more women's fixtures, and the UK has similar pushes. But here, with dense cities and millions using public transport daily, it's amplified. Recent data from 2025 shows men have about 1.73 times more fixtures than women at over 900 locations nationwide. That's wild. Have you ever skipped an event because of bad restrooms? Share in the comments. I bet we all have stories. But hey, change is happening. Let's move on to what the government's doing about it. Government's latest moves and updates in 2025. Fast forward to now. In 2025, the Japanese government is all in on fixing this. It started back in 2023 with the big-boned policies, calling for better restroom environments to tackle gender disparities. But things have ramped up. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba is leading the charge, emphasizing equity in access. In June 2025, the cabinet approved updates to economic policies highlighting this issue, and by July, they held liaison meetings to coordinate across ministries. A big shout-out to advocates like Japanese Communist Party DEET member Inoue Satoshi, who's been pushing since 2023. His efforts led to revised guidelines for evacuation shelters after disasters, setting a 1-to-3 ratio of men's to women's toilets, meaning 3 times more for women. Now, that's expanding to everyday spots like train stations, airports, and events. The government even issued notices requiring event organizers to provide enough temporary toilets for women at festivals and fireworks. The Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism is launching a conference by September 2025 to create unified guidelines, aiming for completion by March 2027. They're talking real innovations, more stalls for women, digital signs showing vacancies floor by floor, even flexible walls in event venues to adjust spaces on the fly. And they're drawing from the sphere standards, which suggest that 1-to-3 ratio to account for longer usage times. Currently, rules are patchy, workplaces have standards, but public spots vary by operator. This push for standardization could erase that gender gap in waits. Imagine no more 10-minute ordeals ruining your commute. What features would you add to make restrooms better? Let me know below. Now, here's why this is bigger than just bathrooms. The bigger picture, impacts, culture, and global inspiration. Beyond shorter lines, this matters for real life. For women, pregnant folks, parents with kids, or those with disabilities, it means less anxiety and discomfort. It supports Japan's aging population too, where accessibility is crucial. Tourists loving the efficient rails and festivals? They'll dig these upgrades, no trip ruined by delays. Economically, fewer waits mean smoother business ops and events, boosting productivity. Culturally, Japan's shifting gears on gender roles, influenced by #MeToo and local equality drives. This reform shows policy tackling everyday inequities quietly, benefiting everyone, like men using family rooms. Take Minami Momos, a crusader who surveyed over 700 spots and found massive disparities, pushing for at least a 2-to-1 ratio favoring women. Her work highlights how historical male-centric designs perpetuate issues. Globally, Sweden's gender-neutral setups cut queues by 50%, Taiwan has 5-to-1 at schools, and Britain's pushing 2-to-1. Japan could pilot hybrids, maybe with apps for real-time wait times. Private sectors are jumping in, department stores doubling stalls, highways targeting 2-minute waits. It's exciting. Have you seen cool restroom innovations elsewhere? Comment your faves. Wrapping up, Japan's fight against women's restroom queues is evolving, from 2023 plans to 2025 actions like new ratios and tech upgrades, set for 2026 rollout. It's a win for equality, inclusion, and smoother days. Key takeaway: small changes fix big inequities. What do you think? Ready for these in your city? Like, subscribe for more global stories, and drop comments below. Until next time, stay fair and keep adventuring. Peace out.